I've been having challenges this week. I had my ex-agent hit me up with some really good news. Like, hey, you got renewed for this amount of money. I'm like, yeah, dog. When I'm getting paid? Next. 60 to 90 days.
Yeah.
So now I think this is a challenge. Instead of calling it a challenge, maybe this is just an opportunity to grow.
Welcome to another episode of As A Man Readeth. I'm Trey D.
And I'm Goolsby.
And we are finishing up The Mountain Is You by Brianna Weist.
This week.
Hopefully you'll enjoy it. I think it's going to be a great read for everyone. Let us know in the comments. Send us a quick DM what you thought about the book. We'd love to continue the conversation. Couple things. Let's just start off.
Let's go.
We're about like second half of the book. She talks about breaking the cycle, right? And I think that's really important. What are some of the things that you pulled out was like, oh man, when you talk about breaking the cycle, what are some of the things you highlighted that she was saying like to help you break out the cycle for yourself?
Well, first of all, I'm gonna remind y'all real quick.
Yeah.
In the book, she said sabotage. Yeah, I got my little clippers right here. Sabotage is when you have idea. Hold on. When you have two conflicting desires.
Yeah.
One is conscious, one is unconscious. And so or if it was, I think it's martial art.
We take it, man.
Oh, it's a
Too quickly. Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
Okay. All right. So, what was the question?
Breaking the cycle.
Breaking the cycle.
Yeah. I was coming in breaking the cycle.
Right. So, I'll walk you into breaking that cycle. Like she'll say, this is how you tell if you're in a self-sabotage cycle. That on page 58, you are more aware of what you don't want than what you do. That's one. You're putting your head in the same. That's another one. You care more about convincing other people you're okay than actually being okay. I get one more. Your main priority in life is to be licensed, even if that comes at the expense of being. That reminds me of like maybe having a birthday party and spending all this money to make it look like you're not nice. Yeah. And you want everybody, you want your kids to look good. Why not put a smile on your face? Okay. Oh, hey, how's everybody doing? I mean, you are like, oh, I'm better than ever.
Don't I look good? Don't I look like I have a good time?
Right. Right up.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
that's a way to know that you may be in a cycle.
Yeah, I want to keep going. Like,
Yeah.
personally, like, you're more afraid of your feelings than anything else. You're blindly chasing goals without asking yourself, why in the world why do you want these goals? You're treating your coping mechanisms as the problem.
Yeah, like if you drinking or spending or eating. Yeah.
Drinking and smoking and eating always results of something, right? You value your doubt more than your potential. What? She said you're trying to care about everything.
Man. Yeah, man.
Oh, that hurt.
I know.
Man. She said you're waiting for somebody else to open the door, offer approval, and hand you the life that you've been waiting for. I used to say this all the time. Ain't nobody coming tonight, G. Ain't nobody go sit. We don't do that no more. Ain't nobody coming to go like, yeah, this is your time to sit in.
Right. Yeah, the queen is dead.
Yeah, this is over. Yeah, you need to, you need to get your butt up. Let's go. This just says that you don't realize how far you've come. That's a great. Sometimes we forget. We have this weird amnesia about the accomplishments that we have. At least of that I do. I'm gonna talk to y'all. I have that sometimes. I start writing stuff down. Actually, we should start doing this. We got this little jar. We got a vase that's sitting on the counter. How do you about it? Do we do the same thing?
Yeah, you doing the once a week thing? Wait.
Anytime something cool or great or memorable happens, we put it in the jar. Like anytime.
Okay.
We just put a little post-it note. So we did like a little review a couple of days ago, and just like, oh man, I forgot that happened. Yeah.
Wow.
So like that's a good way. And it's like we do it all different post-it notes, all different colors, because it's random. And you could put it somewhere that you know you're gonna see, so that you can write that note. Right.
Like a Dave Chappelle. That's what he does. He writes jokes. He writes entourage.
Yeah.
Put them in. Yeah. So we're gonna do it once a week thing. That's what we're doing, like an accomplishment or something great that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, the daily sound dope too, though.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
The reason I like the daily, this is I want to lift it up daily, because sometimes you forget like we let a whole week pass. Oh man, nothing happened good that day.
Right.
But then you can make the things that what I want to do is, for me, really just lift it up in that day. Like something happened to break that day. If you didn't have just a full trash day, right? Even if it was a full trash day, it's some glimpse of like hope, of greatness, of something that was really good. So, but yeah, man.
Yeah. It's a lot going on.
But so going back to that breaking the cycle, so what she really is talking about a lot of times is this thought loop for everyone. You know, it's like this thought and emotions. We talk about this all the time. Like we get stuck in the narrative, we get stuck in the story, we get stuck in the thoughts. And the thoughts will tell us what our emotions are going to be.
Right.
Right. And then the emotions reinforce and tell us what the story should be. And then it just loops on around. I just saw myself on camera doing it. I don't know. We're gonna play that back some kind of way. But I think that's the key. If you can get yourself out of that loop, but she talks about like really it's great mindfulness practice. You got to pause it. You got to start recognizing.
Right.
Um,
It's reframing the situation.
Yep.
It's reframing even the word. So, for example, and we did in one of our past episodes, you talk about suffering in the olden time meant allowing.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that changes the context of it. And so with us, when it comes to the way, okay, so for example, I thought I was having a lot of challenges this week. I've been having challenges this week. I had my ex-agent hit me up with some really good news. Like, hey, you got renewed for this amount of money. I'm like, yeah, dog. When I'm getting paid, next, about 60 to 90 days.
Yeah.
So now I think this is a challenge. Instead of calling it a challenge, maybe this is just an opportunity to grow. How do I communicate what I want to them and how do they communicate it back? Because right now it's very general and I want to get more specific on the blessing is we got the money is coming. Now it's the win. And you know, most people pay within, I mean, is it a net 30, a net 60, net 16? When is it? What is it?
I got a client that does net 64. I said, that's kind of arbitrary, but okay. I don't know what the extra 4 days is, but love y'all. So it's just
Maybe it's a number thing.
maybe
6 and 4 make 10, right? You take the 1 and 0 as number 1.
But I think you're right though. It gets you in a place where, okay, what do I need to do? But also it's in that what to do. Sometimes people are so used to operating in a certain way that no one's ever questioned. It's like, hey, why is it not net 90? Well, you know, it's always been net 90. Not the question I'm asking.
Right.
Why is it net 90 at
This moment.
when it's just direct, it's just AC?
And he said, and all these feelings come up. All these things come up now. And my agents can see this.
About your money.
Yeah, about mine. And technically it's ours, but it's mine.
No, because they ain't working like you work.
Well, it's Tim.
They getting you there. They getting you there.
Yeah, they
But you, if they handle by the sale of it, you still brought up.
we know this.
Okay.
We know.
All right. Sorry.
We know this.
You got a little hot.
Right. And so even if they're watching this now, this is what I'm talking about. This is the thing where I get, now that I'm a businessman, I got to pay bills too.
See.
But since I do have to pay bills too, if I got to wait, you're saying I can get it anywhere between 30 and 90. That's the end of January to the beginning of April.
Yeah.
That's a long gap.
Yeah.
Now, so then I'm saying, are they testing my intelligence? Is it because I'm black and they're white? Is it because I'm a man and they're women? Is it like all these thoughts? All these thoughts.
Yeah, a story.
I'm creating a story.
Yeah.
Just what we were talking earlier.
Yeah.
This is what they doing. What was the thing that she called it? She called it something. She has a term. Is it justification? They think they know. When they think they don't.
Psychic
Psychic thinking.
Psychic.
This is why they doing this to me. Because I'm black. This is why they doing this to me. Because I'm a dude. This is why they doing this to me.
I think it's because yes.
That's the excuse.
It's just no wait. You know
What?
I'm a bearded man.
It's because of the beard.
It's the beard.
Do what you
See.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I know right now, and this is real time.
Yeah.
I'm about to speak to him for tomorrow, and the young lady I've been speaking with, she's a sweetheart. We have a good conversation. I know that, but that doesn't change how I felt or when it comes up like that. Ugh, it's just that thing in me that hits because we talking about money,
Yep.
and we talking about business, and now we talking about when I'm gonna get, because I know I can contact the production. Like I can I can do this stuff, but it's all about the relationship though.
See,
And I just want to make sure, hey, now, yeah, I move on to a new agent because they work a little different, and I love the way it works, which is we got the deposits, it works in like that. So, woo, I'm just sharing some real life stuff. It's real.
that's what it is. Well, this
Oh,
everything that we read, if you all have noticed, is the things we try to apply to our own lives. You know, so we do a lot of work in the space. Well, most of our books have been around personal growth, and development. So, you know, we want to make sure that we're not in a space where we're self-sabotaging, or like we're always constantly growing. So I think that's really important. So, hey, you're gonna get these anecdotes. You're gonna get these personal observations and reflection. Here.
yeah, tune in. Hit the like button or whatever now.
Another part, which you talked about, like emotional intelligence, and how do we contribute? How do we actually overcome that? Overcome self-sabotage using emotional intelligence. I saw that, like, I lifted that up. It's like, you know what? Emotional intelligence about like really recognizing the state that we're in. Like, what's the emotion that I'm in? How do I respond to the emotions of others? Right. How do I recognize what's going on with me, what's going on with other people?
Right.
And just by like taking that quick pause, you're like, I can get out of that loop too.
Yeah.
Because if I stop the emotion, if I can stop and recognize the emotion I'm in, okay, that's not getting where.
Mm.
Now the emotions don't come, the feeling's still gonna come, but you don't necessarily have to live in it.
So can you
Exactly.
define emotional intelligence? I mean,
Yeah. So again, emotional intelligence is really the condensed version is basically the recognizing the recognizing and responding to the emotions of others, as well as yourself.
right. And so in dealing with the emotional intelligence, taking it back to how I felt that anger,
Yeah.
she goes into that these negative emotions are here to guide you. They let you know what you need to do, because anger is a opportunity to do something. Anger it makes you want to move. Trust me, I know, right? So that I feel that it recognizes, like, okay, we need to move, but not in the way that I have been programmed, or that I've been programmed. I have to redirect the energy.
Yeah.
If it's in a different way. But you said something that that's right. She gives you these questions to start off with when you want to break these loops. And you said it, but I'll just repeat. Why do I feel this way?
Yeah.
So I gotta say it like this. What is this feeling trying to tell me about the action I'm trying to take? Is there something I need to learn here?
Yeah.
What do I need to do to honor my needs right now? And I think that's because I'm thinking every time I get into a situation. Oh, I have another young lady. I had she's like my employer. It was an enlightening conversation because we both had different interpretations of something that happened.
Gotcha.
And I went into it with love and with understanding, not with, I know you know what you just did. I got this gigs, now you're going to give it to somebody else. It wasn't that energy.
Yeah.
It wasn't that energy. I understand she has other independent contractors working for her. And so she needs to distribute the work out equally. I'll say that. Equitably. Yeah, but I worked on this particular one that had not I worked on it, we wouldn't have, she couldn't then place a person there. So if I didn't work on it, no one's there. But now that I'm working on it, someone else is there, not me. I'm like, whoa, what talking about?
Yeah.
That's the one I wanted. That's the one I wanted. So when we had the conversation, it was such a beautiful conversation because she didn't, the way she told me, I don't care who gets it. I'm like, oh, well, I do. So if we're both being honest, now we're communicating, having a really good conversation about that. But in the beginning, I just sat back. I said, I love her. And I said, and I just, because my heart was doing. What's happening here is it's when you have to have the tough conversation. But why is it tough?
Yeah.
You know? And for me, it kept taking me back to having conversations with my dad as a kid. And that was traumatic for me. We've had good conversations, but the ones that didn't go well, it's something that's like,
It's like, I'm gonna have that same. I think I'm gonna have that same feeling. I'm gonna receive that same reaction.
yeah,
Right. So it's just kind of like again,
yes,
it cycles back around. I think I'm. This is where the psychic thing comes in. Okay, I know. I already know. I see what this is.
yeah,
I know it's a totally different person.
right.
Nope. It's the same thing. I know exactly what's about to happen. Let me prepare myself. Exact same.
Today, real quick,
Yeah.
I do this. I'm a teaching assistant.
Yeah.
So I go to a high school, and when I go to the high school, this is usually part that I go in, speak to the secretary. The secretary tells me to go out to the hall, and in that hall they have another secretary, I guess, a person who sits there, and then I give them my ID, and then they give me a badge, which I just took off.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So today, it's a new year. These are the same people. They just don't recognize me for whatever reason. I come in, hey, it's me. It's like, oh, you guys come to get your son and your kids? No. I'm here. I'm a teacher. I go into the back. I teach your kid. Oh, so your son, the kid. That's it. I don't have no kid. I mean, not here. I'm here to teach a class. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. Okay, go ahead. So she lets me go. I go into the hallway. The lady sitting here. I'm like, man, I'm just here filling out. I teach, so I'm here. Well, sir, if you're a kid, if you're gonna get your kid, you need to. Kids, no. I'm a teacher, and she was so.
They do the same thing.
Yeah, right.
Like psychic thinking on the other side of things. Yeah.
And there was no vitriol behind them or anything like that. They was like, oh my, because I was so calm with it too. But I could have been like, what I ain't said nothing. I could have been an asshole, is what I'm saying. I could have been cause like, I ain't saying nothing out there. What you know? Like, grace. They've been around the kids all day.
Yeah.
They ain't trying to think about it. That's what I realized too.
Yeah. What I also like about, what she's talking about is really just put in some mindful practices. So what we were talking about earlier before we jumped over is really like, how do you slow stuff down? We talk about this a lot. It's awareness and authenticity, right? And this space of like, everything is automatic.
Yeah.
And it becomes very subconscious to us. And so we get in these places where, don't even look up. They don't even look up. They you need to go down to the hall, make a left, blah, 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 blah. No. You ever anybody ever talk to customer service? They try, I'm like, I already know. Nope, that's not what I'm asking. That's not what I'm asking. Nope, that's not what I'm asking. I want you to listen to the question first. And then sometimes they just follow the manual.
Right.
They just follow the manual sometimes. Yeah. But it's like everything becomes very automatic. And I think what also helps us in avoiding and getting out of the self-sabotage loop is just being mindful and just slowing it down, because so much of our day-to-day is mindless.
Yes. Yeah.
And mindlessness.
Yep.
Which means we're definitely not intentional about a lot of this stuff. And we kind of get in these other spaces. So it's what else we got?
Well, she talks about
the narrative speech too.
Yeah, you have to create a
There's a
narrative.
new story that you got to tell yourself.
Right.
Not just in these moments, but like the full story life. Because sometimes we're in these spaces, I think she talks about like we're in these places where like you don't even feel deserving of these.
Right.
Right. Or like we said earlier, like this thing's gonna happen again. I'm actually going like I'm gonna sabotage it. I'm gonna go ahead and feel the hurt and create the hurt as a matter of fact now, so that I don't have to feel it later. Right. Or I'm not even gonna open myself up to be vulnerable, so that I can actually build whatever the love may be.
Right.
I'm gonna keep it closed because I'm like, what's popping, so you go protect more in a lot of spaces too, which, kind of being in a space of like loving spaces is very difficult to like have a flourishing, loving relationship, I would say. I know we talk about relationships a lot, so like that's growth. Yeah, that's growth. And we are communal people, communal species. And so I think it's interesting that we get in these spaces like you can't be loving and protecting. Say like you don't feel safe. It's tough.
It's tough.
But that's the whole point.
That, I think she didn't talk about this, but for me, that's anxiety. Attempting to do, and maybe again, that's sabotage. It's a desire plus you have two different desires.
But you also are doing a future projection of shit that ain't happened.
That's when people are telling you stuff. You be like, I see what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because you told me what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I see that mama's there. Okay, let's see what's going to happen.
Then it's like, but in your own head, in your story, you can be like, I'm just projecting like, right, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. So that's what anxiety is.
Wow.
Every time.
Right. Yeah, man. That's what I wanted to talk about. Hold on. Before we, because we're almost done, y'all.
Shout out to Warren Ellis. If y'all know what it's in. Send me some bottles.
Do that. I don't know what page it's on. I got all these things, but it's about instinct versus fear.
Oh, yeah.
Was it that?
No, instinct
Versus, where is it?
Well, it was basically what she was talking about, like your instincts telling you what's going on right now. How you feeling right now?
Yes, how you feeling right now?
She's like, you're not gonna use your instincts for the future.
Right.
Your instincts are for this moment in this present moment.
Period.
It's not gonna forecast, okay, what's gonna happen. That's the story that you're telling. That's the anxiety. That's not your anxiety. And then I was saying before we jumped over, like, hey, you can trust your instinct or you trust your gut. But if your gut is not in check,
right,
then it's going to tell you everything else. So your instincts can be off depending on how mindful you are about actually what's going on.
Right.
And it's crazy. She's hit. She hit. This is a great book, man.
Yeah, it really is.
It's a great book. It is well written, in my opinion.
I would tell parents to definitely get this book.
I think so. I would tell parents to get this book for themselves first.
Right. Because you won't catch yourself. Your kid act that way because you act that way.
Yes.
Because they absorb that information. Where did they get this from? My daughter was masking up a problem with me the other day. Like we were talking about her. She's in a play right now. I'm not going to go into it too hard, but somebody said something or gave her a note. And so she didn't too much appreciate the note. And I'm trying to figure out why she don't appreciate the note.
Yeah.
And now that, well, the director didn't get the note. So, okay, well, that's one thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But then we run into a situation where it's like, well, we're not talking really about the note. We're talking about her not wanting to challenge herself. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, well, is it a challenge or is this an opportunity for growth? Because she's singing, she's doing a musical and she's doing it in a French accent. That's already challenging. That's already an opportunity to grow doing the French accent. Other people aren't doing different accents, but she is. But when you're around everybody else who's doing really good in what they're doing and you're doing the thing that takes a little more skill, it seals away. And I understand that. And so when someone says something to you, it's going to hit you in a different way. But it wasn't about the note is what I was getting to.
Yeah.
It was about how she felt about something, which I realized I felt away, and I was also projecting too.
And the fear of failure, fear of critique that she had in that space.
Yes. And then me then critiquing her on top of for not wanting that critique anyway. I can't say she didn't want the critique. She's really good at taking critique. She couldn't figure out what we were attempting to figure out was, well, I couldn't figure out what she felt about the critique. She kept saying, I don't worry about that. This shit, da. But so then we went into the da. And then I realized the da. I don't want to take too much.
Yeah, I got you.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and then, but through her, I saw me.
Mm-hmm.
That was
because, we see, when I see little Jake, when he was, we were getting like for Christmas and holidays a lot of times, I watch here, I was like, is that in the DNA? he's acting the same way. I don't.
Right,
Well, it's not like it's not like the same way. It's like the same way I remember acting at that age. And I'm like, dang, how'd you act? I'm nosy, y'all. Yeah, you know, he does be nosy, but it's just like he's very quiet.
Okay.
He'll try. He can be very good with his words. So he can use his words in certain ways to try to get you to have an emotion. And I was like, see, first off, I think I invented that.
Oh,
in this line. So no, we're not gonna let that happen. So he's but I watch everything. I just see it a lot. But again, our leadership to stages, I mean our children are watching this all. Yeah.
I give you one more story before we go.
Yeah.
So I was just telling him about Octavian. Shout out to Octavian. He's part of Red Pill Player. My improv. Well, not my. I'm a part of the Red Pill Players in the ATL. So check us out in reality. That's right. Well, I did a plug.
Yeah, yes.
That's glorious. Sean Love. He was helping me move the other day, or move out the my.
Yeah.
And so we had just taken the TV down. Okay, let me set the scene. So we're moving out their bedroom. There's a dresser that has a TV on top.
Yeah.
I and Arcadia have taken out the dresser and the TV.
Okay.
Right? And in there, I was like, where's the remote? And I think, I didn't see it. I was like, So we move something else out. I come back in, not into the room exactly. I'm right outside the room. And then Art comes up to me. Of people moving out. He's, did that sound right? But anyway, so these are now moving. And he's like, Anthony, where the remote at? I'm like, I take me to stand right in front of me. I look into the room where the dresser and TV was, in the space that we had just moved in. I was like, and I take me and said, well, why'd you do that? You actually looked in the place that you know it's not success. Why would you do that?
Mm.
And in a moment, let me tell you, in that moment, I was so upset, as I tell you, right? And then as I'm saying it in my brain, I'm like,
your theater.
what? That's
Your theatrics at this moment. Out there.
how dare you?
Dare you tell it's not theatrics, and then this dramatic moment of peeping into the other room, and
But I'm upset. Instantaneously, I'm mad at him.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, that's funny,
Yeah.
right? So that's the second thing. First you get mad, and laugh. So I'm laughing, because I'm like, I don't know why I did that. He's like, you looked in the place you knew it was not out of all the places. And I was like, oh, the mask. He doesn't know I haven't. Art did not know that I had looked in the room. So I'm placating to something that I don't even need to placate. All I had to say was, what? No, I don't know.
notice we were picking it up. We looked around. We don't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you said,
What the?
man, you know what?
Yeah, it's like, hey man, you got some money? No, I ain't got some money. I
Got Colombian pesos. That's what I got. They want Colombian pesos. Like,
all right. So,
right.
yeah.
She said, but let's be going. Let's keep on. So one of the things that she closes out,
Okay.
moving into this other place,
Self-mastery.
self-mastery,
Yep.
facing the fear first, noticing how, I'm like 177 here too, facing the fear first, noticing how your future self looks, asking for guidance, right? Asking for guidance.
Yes.
Imagine them handling the keys of your, imagine them handling the keys, handing you the keys to your life. I think that's really a good start. One of the things that we have to keep in mind that we are the heroes, but also the artists, Marshall.
We are.
Sometimes we forget that. And these things keep happening to us. We talked about this.
What?
And I was like, life isn't happening to you, it's happening with you.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
So, and I think we think, oh man, life just like it. Yeah, with you though. It ain't just, it's 60. You just ain't on the ropes.
Right.
Like
Right.
you in the ring, you have an opportunity to swing, get out, swing, whatever it is.
Mhm.
But life is happening with you, not to you. And I think that's the challenge. And it's just once we realize that we still have a choice in the matter,
Yes.
all the way down to the choice of the matter,
Literally. Literally.
I think things kind of right.
So going back to what Trey was just saying,
Yeah.
with the face your fear first,
Yeah.
you invite your future self to come sit with you and you meditate.
Right.
And then you notice how your future self looks. So you look at yourself and what you want to see.
Mm.
Like me, I see me, I don't know, I'm in this like I'm in a suit and I'm a little more muscular than I am now, or whatever. Look like I got maybe some suspenders. And I got a cigar and these glass or some type of glasses. Are they like purple? They got a purple hue. I don't know why. Blue and purple. Anywho, so that's what I see. So then,
Ribbon's face.
yeah, I'm grimace all day. I'm grimace.
All right, come on.
And then you ask for guidance from that person that you see,
Yeah.
that future you. And then you see him
Great.
handling you the keys.
Great technique.
And it's like, man, thank you, future me. Thank you, future me.
Yeah.
So moving from self-sabotage
Yeah.
to self-mastery is the key. Because we don't have to stay where we are. You can move. You just have to make that choice.
Yeah, even if you can't. Yeah.
I like that.
Let's do it. Any last minute reflection, closing reflection that you had from the book?
This book is what it changed my life, Brianna. It's so good that I want to know the AI of you right there.
Yeah.
That's how good. Like
I got a couple. I got the other books too. And they just as good. So I don't know, man.
okay,
I
well,
don't know. I think when did this come out?
it's so precise. She's so precise with her
It
work.
came out in 2020. So yeah, OpenAI was still rocking. It was about to launch, I guess, around that time.
Around that time.
Yeah.
But whatever research you did to put into this book,
Yeah.
kudos to you.
Yeah.
It's this aliens, humans should read this book. Hey, they here now. Hey, still Zap.
Dude, this is a pyramid. It's aliens made it.
Hey,
Right there. Right there.
the mountain.
Anyway, yeah. So for me, man, I thought the same. I thought it was a quick read. Loved it the way it starts off. Because it reminds me of when we read Hawkins.
Letting go.
Dawkins or Hawkins. What you got?
I just had insight
Just-
because last night I was re-looking at it.
Yep.
And I felt it because I said, let me see how accurate this is. This is the situation with Octavian.
Yep.
I felt embarrassed, I thought.
Yeah.
But her definition of embarrassment was not that of what I felt.
Mm-hmm.
I misidentified. She said embarrassment is what we feel when we know that we did not behave in a way that we are proud of. Right?
Yeah.
I saw that and I was like, it's not that I wasn't so proud of that. It wasn't that. It's more than I looked behind it. Shame is the shadow side of embarrassment. I said, wait, what you mean?
Go ahead now.
This is when the natural, occasional feeling of being embarrassed turns into a way for us to completely condemn ourselves
Yeah.
as human beings. Because what I didn't say about that story, because we started laughing at all, was that after I laughed about it, I said, I must be an idiot. I'm dumb. I was like, no. Who? Not me. That voice, that ain't me. Because I had to remember I've gotten to this point. So it's like, who is that voice? And it's almost like Skeletor. Like, until we meet again. That's that voice. And every time I run, I'm like, wait. Hit me bad. Hey man, they got some good Skeletors out there, boy. The memes.
The memes, good.
Can I throw one in this?
Yeah, do it.
I think I can do it without.
We'll do that.
Taxes are just a yearly subscription to the country you live in. Until we meet again.
Until we meet again.
Oh man.
Right.
So, yeah, great book. Great job. Hi, let me know when you all pick it up. Let us know when you pick it up. The Mountain Issue. Wiest. Sorry about that.
Who is it?
He's cool. Listen, listen, when I was reading it,
I heard it.
I listened to the audiobook second after I read it.
Oh, so you're saying, because you built it in. Got built in program.
Already there. Yeah, that's the way I was saying her name.
And I'm gonna respectfully learn.
That's cool. I appreciate it. Hey, listen. My name is Trey D.
And I'm man.
This is As a Man Readeth. We'll take you on next episode.
And the beat drop.